Greetings and welcome to Innovation Management Group's Build-A-Board software. This is the How to Deploy a Board video, the sixth video in the Build-A-Board How-To video series, after the How to Test Modify a Board video. Now that we've got our board tested and it is ready to go, we are ready to deploy this board onto our target device. In this video, we will be focusing on a per-device license approach for a Windows target. Please note that there are many different license schemes available to accommodate large-scale deployments, image-ready production-level hardware rollouts, and platform licensing for company-wide deployments. Please refer to the appropriate how-to video for other approaches and for other platforms, or contact IMG directly to discuss your particular needs. To set the stage for our deployment example, we will be taking a Windows 7 device, installing Mitisoft, licensing the device, then dropping in our board. So to prepare to deploy, we are going to use a USB drive, and this is where we'll put our program and the data here, the KBF files. We'll copy those onto the USB drive, and we'll also download and copy the Mitisoft Basic. Mitisoft Basic is the Mitisoft for Windows Build-A-Board runtime software in a full installation package, which makes deployment easy when working with arbitrary devices. And the last step we need to do is to add some licenses to our buildaboard.com account so we can actually license the units as we deploy them. To get these licenses, we will go to our buildaboard.com account. Then we need to click on the License Manager tab. And there are a few different options, but we're going to be purchasing some commercial licenses. So we'll click on that link to take us into the IMG order pad. We'll add 5 licenses, so we have a few to work with. We do need a phone number, so we will enter the IMG customer service number here in California. We will need to pay for this, so we blurred out that information. But now that we paid for it, we have an order confirmation. And it does indicate back in our buildaboard.com account we need to refresh. So we'll go back, click on the refresh icon, and we'll see now we have 6 licenses, so we have 5 available. So back to our Build-A-Board developer system, we pop in our USB drive, and then we'll go to the Runtime menu and select the View Projects Runtime Targets folder. And this is where all our targets are, especially in our case, our KBF files. So what we're going to do is we simply are going to grab the MyBoard KBF and the Keyboard KBF from the target folder. So then after we've selected both KBF files, we can right-click and copy those files, and then move and click onto our USB drive where we can right-click and paste, copying these files onto the USB drive. The next step will be to go back to the Runtime menu and go to our buildaboard.com account. This is the quickest way to get our Mitisoft Basic download. So in the download section right here, you can see there's a link, and we'll click on that and wait for the website to catch up. But we see now we have a link to download the Mitisoft Basic executable. And again, this is the full install package as an exe. So we'll save that by clicking on the Save button, and we'll have to wait a few moments as it downloads as we're grabbing again the Mitisoft Basic executable. After it's downloaded, we can click on the View Downloads, and then there's the Open folder. So we'll see our Downloads folder where we've actually grabbed the Mitisoft Basic. So we right click on that, we can copy it, then we'll click on our USB drive, right click and paste. And now our USB drive has got our KBF files and the Mitisoft Basic executable. So what we'll do is right click on the USB one last time and eject it. And then we see it's safe to remove. So now we're ready for our Windows 7 system. So on our Windows 7 system, we insert our USB drive, open it up to view the files, and we'll just double click on the Mitisoft Basic install package and let it run through its steps, user account control, extracting, click through install, agree to the license agreement, and wait while it copies the files. And it does create a public documents Build-A-Board boards folder, which we'll be using. So after the install is complete, the next step is licensing. So we go to the License Manager, user account control, and we click on the apply the license. So we'll use our example email account and use our password and tag the system as Win7. And then we add this system to our account, and we successfully have added it. So we can close the internet browser and click on Retrieve System License, which will then bring down the license for this system, and we have now licensed Mitisoft. So the last step would be to copy our board onto the system, and this is going to be in the Users, Public Documents, Build-A-Board, boards folder. So we'll move the windows around and get to our USB drive, control key and click and select both files. We do have to override the default keyboard.kbf because we want a new default keyboard, our keyboard. So now that we've got our boards on our system, we're able to close all these windows and simply run Mightysoft. Mightysoft will start up, opening the default keyboard.kbf, and we'll see our board. So this wraps up the how to deploy a board video. To review, we discussed a per device licensing approach in Windows and briefly mentioned other license options. We covered the 3 steps necessary to get your board onto a device and also covered needed preparation, including copying your boards and the appropriate install software. We also walked through purchasing licenses so you can quickly license each device as you deploy your boards. Thanks for joining us today. The next video is how to upload a board to your Build-A-Board.com account.